My legs wouldn't move. I was coming last.
Dreams are supposed to mean the opposite.
I was in lane 8.
You're drenched.
Oh, it's so hot.
Get some sleep, for heaven's sake. We're racing tomorrow.
This is the story of one of Australia's greatest athletes. It's the story of an ordinary girl who overcame her personal doubts, fears, and injuries with such a fighting spirit that she was catapulted from the small-town nursery where she lived and worked into the spotlight of fame. Betty Cuthbert, a young girl from Ermington, New South Wales, was to become known around the world as the Golden Girl.
I don't know about this running business. I mean, where is it going to get her?
She got the Australian junior record in the 220 yards.
Oh, I don't know. I worry about her. She never seems to want to do anything else. If only she were a bit more outgoing, like Mari.
She'll find her own way.
Ah, hello, love.
Hello.
I don't know why you have to train at night. It can't be any good for you.
I have to train at night if I want to get to the Olympics.
Which Olympics are these?
The Melbourne ones.
Well, it's a year away. You're still a junior.
Well, you mightn't think I can do it, but I can.
Still awake?
Been dying to get out of these all night. Did you have a good time?
Fabulous.
Oh, it's lovely. Bill's got a friend you might like. Do you want some? You should have come. Maybe next time.
You always say that.
You'll never learn to speak to boys if you don't start going out with them. I'm too busy.
You'll end up an old maid the way you're going.
I don't care.
Then why have you got your hair in curls?
Just because I don't want a boyfriend doesn't mean I can't look nice.
You can always marry another athlete. June did.
You don't have to be afraid of boys. They don't bite. I'm not afraid. Leave me alone.
I'm sorry. Ben? Ben? Ben?
Where were you this afternoon, anyway? I went for a run.
I really think you'll get to the Olympics, Ben. I mean, you're from Ermington.
But I love running, Midge. I'm good at it. It's the only thing I'm really good at. I'm just not good with people, that's all. You don't understand, June. If I want a chance at the Olympics, I have to run senior competitions.
You'll be up against girls a lot older.
I know that. That's why I need tougher competition.
You're only 16.
I'll be 18 by Melbourne.
It's a tall order, Betty. You'll be running against the best in the world.
If you believe in me, we can do it. Can't we?
Let's see what we can do. Keep your mind on what you're doing, Betty. Look, you're holding your arms too low and they're flopping around all over the place. We're going to have to work on that.
Who's that?
That's Australia's favourite for the Olympics, Marlene Matthews. Need a lot of work to beat her. Yeah, but... Right. Look, don't tell me it's been raining for 2 months.
I know it's been running for 2 months, but the Australian track and field's coming up. I'm trying to get these girls to the Olympics. Now, how are my runners supposed to train if you go closing all the tracks in Sydney?
Come on. I'll give you a lecture rub down.
No, I haven't finished.
Pushing her a bit hard, aren't you? She's pushing herself.
It'll give you strength. Heaven knows you're going to need it. June reckons you've got a good chance.
Did she say that?
As long as she doesn't work you too hard, that's all. I don't want you making yourself sick.
Running forward, keep your weight forward, keep the knees up, keep those knees.
I would like it up to about there, and you look ahead.
You know, all times, okay? And just keep driving.
Back like this. You know,
Well done. I think you're ready for those Olympics.
Ladies and gentlemen, Betty Cuthbert and Marlene Matthews have now qualified for the selections of the 1956 Olympic Games.
Congratulations. You'll have trouble with you someday.
Thank you.
Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray!
Good on you, Ben. Oh, we're so proud of you. Hey, Jack, come and look at this. Look at this. My daughter in 3 newspapers. Look, it says here, after wins in the 100 and 200 metres, Betty Cuthbert has been selected to run in both events at the Olympic Games in Melbourne.
Well, Beth, you're on your way.
No, I wish you could come with me, June.
You can ring me if you need me.
It's not the same. What if something goes wrong? What if I...
Oh, what if nothing? Look, I'm sorry. We just can't afford it.
All right, come on, everybody. Charge your glasses or pick up your cups of tea or whatever. A toast to our Australian team and to our very own Bet. May she run well for her country and make us all proud. Bet.
And it's a beautiful day for the television cameras, bringing these events to you live for the first time in the history of the Olympics. We have 2 Australians in the women's 100 metres final. The favourite, Marlene Matthews, and an 18-year-old newcomer, Betty Cuthbert.
Concentrate, keep driving for that day. Don't think about the starters. Just concentrate on getting away. I should be there, Jack. We've worked so hard for this.
yes, I know, love.
picking up the bronze. A proud moment after months of rigorous training to winner Betty Cuthbert. Congratulations on a superb performance.
It's an overcast morning as the 19 competitors enter the arena. The javelins provided by the organising committee.
How long to the 200-metre final?
3 days. This is when she needs me most. Lord knows what she's doing down there. Probably running herself into the ground with overtraining.
And how good's your general knowledge?
Oh, don't, Jack. I'm really not in the mood.
See, if you want to get to Melbourne, you'll have to get there under your own steam.
141 feet 1 inch. But among
What are you
those...
up to?
There's a radio quiz on. The winner gets a trip to Melbourne and accommodation and a ticket to the Olympics.
I can't go on a cruise.
Of course you can. You always beat me in those word games.
She was 6.
Besides, I've already put your name down.
For when?
Tomorrow. So you'd better start swatting. Go on, get into those books.
Will the contestants for the javelin throw please assemble on the field?
Why'd you win your heat by such a big margin?
Jude, what are you doing here?
Never mind.
How many times have I told you to keep something in reserve? All you have to do in the heats is to get a place.
But I have kept something in reserve, honestly.
Oh, I hope so.
Gee, it's good to see you.
It's the 200 metres women's final, and the crowd waits with excitement. Before Betty Cuthbert's triumph in the 100 metres, Germany was tipped to win the 200. But right now, Betty Cuthbert is the outstanding favourite. The runners are on the field now.
Would ladies take up your positions at the start? Set.
That looked deliberate.
Oh, why would anyone break deliberately?
To try putting Betty off. Come on, girl.
Has taken her to a second goal for Australia.
The women's 4x100-metre relay has taken on a whole new significance, with the Australian team posing a more serious threat to the rival British team, who were long tipped as the favourite. It's nearly 10 to 5. The final due to start in just a few minutes. Australia has drawn in 3. The weight is on Shirley Strickland, who must surely remember that Australia dropped the baton at Helsinki. Betty Cuthbert will be running the final leg against Britain's strongest runner, Heather Armitage.
Ladies, take up your positions at the start, please. On your mark. Set.
bursting.
What was the worst part of the race, Bet?
Start.
Over here, Bet. Smile. What do you think of when you're racing, Betty?
My mouth was hurting, but I didn't have time to shut it.
How do your family feel?
Very happy.
What'll you do next?
She'll have a bit of a break, then it's back to training for the Rome Olympics. Thank you very much.
Why are they making such a fuss over me?
You're a national.
I'm with Jen, baby. I've got one more question.
Dear, there's... How do all these people know me?
You're famous. You're on television.
Well, how am I going to answer all these?
Oh, really? Oh, look at this one. It just says Golden Girl Australia.
Wow. Bag's answering this one. I'm a 22-year-old engineer. I'm 6'2", single, good-looking, and I love all sports. Will you marry me?
Oh, it doesn't say that. Let me have a look.
Bet's got a proposal. Bet's got a proposal.
Oh, no.
Betty Cuthbert was born on the 20th of April, 1938. She was 5 when the family came to live in his house. She won her first race.
You better go out there, Bet.
We can't. Come on, where's your sense of fun? Remember?
Oh, Murray.
You can't let your fans down.
Murray, you're not doing what I think you're doing. No, you can't.
Yes.
You're not.
Hello? Yes, it is. A speech? Excuse me. Mom?
Hello? I'm sorry, this is Betty's mum. Yes? Yes. I'm sure she'd be delighted to speak at your fundraising, yes.
These kids.
Thought you wanted me to fix the drain pipe.
Wait, you see what I found them?
Can't she stand on her own 2 feet just once?
Oh, she needs me, Jack.
She's not the only one.
So, we need to raise money. Not only to send our athletes overseas for wider competition, but also to equip gymnasiums and to build more training facilities. Without them, even our best will fall far behind the rest of the world. It's all very well to have a street named after you, and a camellia. But as our next speaker can tell you, it is money that we need to send our stars of the future and give them a greater start in a highly disciplined
And another
very,
one.
very competitive field of England. Ladies and gentlemen, will you join me in making welcome our own Betty Cuthbert?
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. When I first started running, I didn't even know what athletics clubs were. And I certainly know what they are now. Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Did you buy that dress for Thursday night?
What?
Oh, and don't try to get out of it, Beth.
Afternoon. Remember me?
I'm sorry I messed up the speech the other day.
Oh, don't worry. We raised the money. I know how hard it is. Really. Actually, that's why I'm here.
I don't ever want to make another speech.
Well, that might be difficult to avoid in your position. You know, when I first started public speaking, nothing came out. I mean, nothing. Anyway, I thought if you ever wanted to do anything about it, you could always find me. There.
Bet! Hey, Bet, where are you? Bet, I want you to meet someone. Bet!
Part of public speaking is feeling good about people. Feeling comfortable.
I just never feel comfortable with strangers.
Well, not many people do, at first. Do you want to feel comfortable?
I have to. I don't want to feel like a fool anymore.
Do you feel foolish running?
No, I love running. I knew I could run when I was 8.
So, you feel confident running.
Yes.
Was that the only time you ever believe in yourself?
I guess so.
Does it frighten you being best in the world?
No.
Ah. But the fame does, hmm?
I just didn't think it would bring all this.
Right. Well, we're going to have to approach this on several different levels. You game?
I'm game.
Well, what's the occasion then? A party?
No, I'm just going out.
Oh, I see. Shirking training, are we? Well, what's next? Rome Olympics?
Yeah.
Good stuff. We caught you in Melbourne. Fan-bloody-tastic. My boys reckon you're all right.
You won't cut too much off, will you?
Trust me. Trust me. How's that?
It's horrible. I look like a boy.
Everyone's wearing it like that.
I don't care what everyone else is wearing. You've ruined it.
Well, if that's how you feel, wear a scarf. Hey!
Oh, it's horrible. I hate it.
Oh, it's not too bad.
I'm not going.
You have to. Look, you'll like him, trust me.
The last person who said that did this to me.
Leave it alone.
Why don't you and Bill come too?
Oh, come on, Bet. You're 19. You're a mature woman of the world.
My first date. Some mature woman. Do you think he'll know?
What?
This is my first date.
Oh, he will if you don't relax.
What if he, tries something?
Well, tell him you have to get up at 5 for training.
I never get up at 5.
Well, then say you've got a headache or something. There you are. You look terrific.
Thank you.
How'd you like to go and have some coffee? G'day, mate.
I better be getting home, thanks, Jack.
Come on, but I told my mates that I'd take you on for coffee. They want to meet you.
I've got to be up at 5.
Come on, one late night's not going to make any difference.
I've got competitions coming up, Jack. I'm sorry.
And all this training is going to make you muscle bound.
They're all doing it overseas, Betty.
I don't want to work with weights.
Weights will develop your strength.
I don't want to be muscle-bound.
They only develop bulk if you keep increasing the weight.
No weights. I've got to go.
You haven't finished yet?
Well, I'll make up for it tomorrow. I can't do it. I'll never be able to do it.
Of course you can. Look, pick a topic, any topic. Talk on running.
Running is a totally different thing than speaking. When I run, I feel free. I'm in control. I'm powering forward. I've got the wind in my face. Round the curve, it's behind me, pushing me, going forward. I'm in control. I can breathe. There's a sense of freedom.
You just made a speech on running.
I don't see the crowd when I run.
But the crowd is still there, whether you run or speak. It's a matter of focus. Look, public speaking can give you the same sense of freedom, the same sense of control. You can't keep running away, Betty.
And ladies and gentlemen, Miss Betty Cuthbert.
Thank you. Running has always been easier for me than getting up and giving a speech. It's something that just comes naturally to me. I wish I could say the same thing for public speaking. When I was first asked to official functions, I used to get sick. I was so nervous I couldn't eat the lunches for fear that they would ask me to get up and give a speech. I'm very pleased to say that now I can eat my lunch and give a speech. I'm not quite as comfortable with public speaking as I am with running, but I'm getting there. Thank you.
June Ferguson. When? Oh, good Lord. Where is she? Right. Look, I'm on my way.
I had false start after false start. I got so cold. I felt it rip.
You'll be off this leg for about 4 weeks.
The Rome Olympics are only 8 weeks away.
Dear Bet, just to tell you the things I couldn't say before you left. Pray hard, run hard, have faith in yourself and June. Remember the challenge of the last Olympics and how you met it. And above all, remember you're still our Bet, whatever happens.
The Golden Girl failed to qualify in Rome today for the 200 metres. A depressed Miss Cuthbert's only comment was, 4 years training and I didn't even make the semi-finals. She is withdrawn from all further events due to a hamstring injury. This means Marlene Matthews is now our last hope. Now for other news, a new record for the discus.
The reporters are still outside, Bet. They won't go away till you see them.
And I'd better tell you first. I'm retiring. I don't want to be on display anymore. I'm 22. I want to be an ordinary person like Midge. Well, aren't you going to say anything?
Oh. Well, I didn't think you'd retire on an injury, love. That's all.
It's your decision.
I'm sick and tired of being public property. I can't give any more.
Liz? Where's Betty? How is she? Now let me see. I want to see it.
They're starting selections for the Tokyo Olympics soon.
Oh, yeah.
When I retired, I knew the timing was right for me, you know?
Yeah, it was right for me too.
Didn't matter if I was beaten. Well, it did. Still, that's the way it goes sometimes. At least I went out on the best I could give it. Retiring on an injury is not exactly going out on a strong note, is it?
Lay off me, June. I'm happy, all right?
Oh, for goodness sake, Betty. Don't you think I know what's going on? Talk about it. Don't shut everyone out. For your own sake, you can't give up now.
What's there to give up?
Being the best is like a drug. You get hooked. And the only way out is when you know you've had enough. When that click happens in your head. I quit. I've gone as far as I can. I can get on with the rest of my life now.
Leave me alone.
Your trouble is the click hasn't happened yet. Stop playing around with that egg and just eat it.
I want to go to Tokyo. I can't do it without you.
How do you think you'll go on the trials, Betty?
I suppose my chances are as good as other runners.
Don't you think you've left your run for Tokyo too late?
Hope not.
Are you physically fit?
I haven't had any more injuries, if that's what you mean.
Well, you're 26, you don't think you're over the hill?
No.
I never made a comeback. Shit. Don't know when it's going to sit.
I'm going to train you up for the new event in Tokyo, the 400 metres. That's twice as far as you've ever run before. Go! I want you to work up to running 20 times over 250 yards on one night and 30 times over 110 yards the following night. It'll give you the extra stamina you need over the longer distance. But the only time I ever want you to run 400 metres is in the race itself.
Something clicked in my foot. I can't move it.
I'm sorry. I don't know. All I can do is try manipulation.
Well, there doesn't appear to be anything wrong.
I'm not imagining it.
Nothing showing up on the X-rays.
But you must have some idea.
I wish I did. Rub this on the foot 3 times a day. I'll see you next week.
There's got to be something you can do. I can't run.
Sorry.
Look, if you two don't try harder, you're not even going to be in the running. Now around the track again, and this time move it.
June, if you can't concentrate on what I'm doing, I might as well go home.
I have been watching you, Betty.
If I'm prepared to work hard for the selections, you ought to do the same.
Look, I can't give you every second of my time.
I'm not asking you for every second of your time. Just be my coach. You know I lost the track events and I can beat every one of them. Look, how am I going to get to New Zealand if you won't help me?
Betty, you're not going to be able to compete in New Zealand now.
I have to compete.
You are not running on that foot. Light training, maybe, but that's it.
If the selectors find out that I'm injured, they will remember Rome and I'll never be selected for Tokyo.
If you're not going to listen to what I say, you find yourself another coach.
Training at night with a cold. You've lost half a stone already.
I have to train at night. I can't let anyone see my foot.
Betty, come on. Enough's enough. Nothing's worth killing yourself for. Look at you. You can hardly walk.
What do you want me to do? Give up?
No, go and see John Nolan.
I've been to every specialist there is. I've tried every treatment. I've been pulled and pushed and prodded. I've had it up to here with doctors.
But you know, John, he built the running machine.
They're all the same, Mum. No one knows anything.
Look, in this article, it tells how he fixed Rocky Gadolari's foot. Yeah, and it sounds exactly the same trouble as you've got.
I'm not going to any more people.
Then you ring the association now and tell them you're pulling out of the games.
How long have you been running on it like this?
4 or 5 months.
That should do it.
What do you mean that should do it? You haven't done anything.
There was a bone out of joint in your toe. X-rays wouldn't have picked it up.
It can't be that simple.
I want you back in here twice a week for massage and manipulation. You're going to have to re-educate those damaged muscles. You know, June, I remember about 10 years ago. You had a girl in here on the running machine. She kept going until she was ill. Then she came back for more. Whatever happened to her?
I'm trying to get to Tokyo.
Well, we're going to have to rebuild your whole body, not just your foot.
Could take months.
Is it really that bad?
Betty, you're going to have to face the fact that you may never be able to compete again. I don't know if this foot will be able to take the strain after what you've done to it, much less what you're going to put it through to get to Tokyo.
Just get me to Tokyo.
This is the Olympics' first 400 metres final for women. Competing are a host of fine runners, including our own golden girl, Betty Cuthbert. Betty is attempting a comeback after injury and a defeat at the Rome Olympics.
Betty Cuthbert won 4 Olympic gold medals and broke 16 world records. After Tokyo, she never competed again. In 1969, Betty found she had multiple sclerosis. She's battling this illness with the same courage she showed in her athletic career.